Welcome back. We have several tweets here. First is Akimboewa says, Nigerians are too passive. That's why the political elite and their children can ride on us as they like. I Am Labelle says, the savings culture is just one of those things amongst others I've grabbed from today's discussion. And she says, Premier Seeds, I've never heard about it. I planted tomatoes beside my house and voila, it's producing well. Well, Markwe?
Thank you, Nyota. Well, you definitely can bet that I wanted to talk to Mrs. Kuye on empowering women. But I'd like to talk to her, first of all, about her first calling as a lawyer. Is she happy with where, Mrs. Kuye, if you can hear me, are you happy with where the judiciary currently is? And do you think that there is a lot more that it can be doing, especially as we're in this recession? Is there a role for it?
Well, I think the judiciary is doing well. There are many good judges, but then we have a few bad eggs. It could improve. You know, nothing is static. There should be improvement in the judiciary. Maybe cases should be heard faster. And I mean, in Lagos State, you have a procedure where you can have your cases heard quickly, you know, fast track. So, but there is room for improvement. Definitely there is room for improvement. And I mean, you heard what was in the news yesterday, how some 3 judges, a few bad eggs, they were removed. But I think by and large, we have excellent judges, you know, men and women of integrity. So they will continue to excel.
Does it worry you then? Does it worry you then when the president says the judiciary is his headache? I mean, it's Nigeria's independence and is one of the arms of government. Does it worry you then?
Well, I'm disappointed. It worries me. But I think you should praise those that are good. They are good judges, and they should be praised. I don't say all of them are good, you know, but you should praise the good judges and not just make a blanket speech to say that the judiciary is a headache. There are some excellent judges. We have to encourage the good ones. And there's a system for removing the bad judges anyway. The Judicial Council removes them, as was recently done, that 3 judges were removed recently. Was it yesterday on the news or day before? I can't remember. So you see, the Judicial Council is making sure that they make sure that we have judges of the highest integrity on the bench. And it is the society itself. You know, we have a corrupt society. So I think it rubs off on everything. Until we clear ourselves or reduce the corruption in the system. It's everywhere. So I pray that God will help us to be honest, to be men and women of integrity, fearing God.
All right, as we begin to wind down, Mrs. Kuye, maybe you should speak to that part of the conversation Mark wanted to take you up on, empowering women.
Yes, I think it is very, very important to empower women. You know, I said for the development of Nigeria, for the growth of Nigeria, the potentialities of men and women must be fully used to build this country, Nigeria. And you know, and there are a lot of women entrepreneurs, but you know, we women, what we suffer from, we don't have money. We don't have money for politics, we don't have money for business. So if the government, well, they are trying now, because I hear that they have provided some money for women, that even for the low-class women, you know, women who are not so rich, they can access funds. I heard the Minister for Women Affairs saying something about some funds now that are available for women. So we have to be empowered economically so that we can contribute a quota to Nigeria. And it will be a good thing if women can form cooperatives so that they can access money. It is very, very important. They should pull together and apply for loans, even from banks and from all these bodies that the government has now set up to empower women economically. It's very important. Right. You know, because women work hard, even the market women, you know, I congratulate them. They will sit there from morning until night. Yes, they even work harder than some men. I'm sorry, I have to say it.
Thank you, Mrs. Kuye. Thank you very much. Chief Olopade, we're out of time, so if you can just, your closing words in as short as possible.
Well, thank you very much. Excuse me. There's an issue that I would like to chip in here. It's on education, very briefly too. Now, I may be wrong, but I see every institution of higher learning that is established in Nigeria should be encouraged by the government. The government takes opportunities of spending money on their so-called federal institutions of higher learning. I had the privilege and honor to serve at the College of Medicine as the chairman court of governors for 8 years. The money is expended through them, not sufficient for research. Now, the private universities, we should also encourage them, because the children whose parents have paid taxes, is their taxes money you are using in federal institutions. Use it on those private institutions. Give them something meager to help them. They are also carrying out researches. Let us look at this. In the United States of America, there are only 2 federal universities.
Chief, we really have to do this. Chief Jonathan Adio Obafemi Olokwade, a nanogenarian, thank you for speaking with us. Mrs. Kuye, we really appreciate Priscilla Kuye, first female president of the Nigerian Bar Association. Thank you for speaking with us. Our coverage of the Independence celebration continues later on in the evening, but this is where we end this segment of the show. On behalf of Malkwe and Bolson, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the show. We'll sign on the platform as we sign out from this studio now.